Hi, everybody here on Instagram land. My name is Lucas Simmons. I'm your holistic nutrition practitioner. And I'm jumping on today to give you a little rundown because we have a meal planning like a champ group class that gets underway this Saturday. There's already some work that has been doled out, but you can easily catch up on that. It's really just a worksheet and goal setting kind of stuff that we've set up. But I'd love for you to join us. Here's what this whole program entails. Maybe this is what you're looking for. So we find ourselves in these really weird times right now. How many people are super tired of making dinner all the time? Hands up, right? Why is dinner such an elusive thing? Why is this switch to real food so hard? There's so many different pieces to the puzzle here. You know, I think back to the people who were making dinner all the time when there was no takeout. And I think, my grandmother, for example, they didn't eat out. And if they did eat out, they rarely ate out, like, let's be honest. And it was just at celebrations where they ate out. But I think, what would she say? Pretend it wasn't COVID times. She would probably be like, I'm going out for dinner all the time. What is wrong with you? Let's go out because we can, because I don't want to cook anymore. But they didn't have that option. And we find ourselves in 2021 with that option to be able to go out all the time. And now that we start to understand what is the type of ingredients that you use in takeout foods, and we realize the impact that can have on how our body works, well, now we start to think, does it pay off to have all of that takeout food if I'm not feeling well? If I have some health conditions on the go, is that sitting well? First thing. Second thing, we're home a lot more than we used to be. There are lockdowns in Ontario right now and in Quebec where you're not allowed to go out except for groceries and essentials. So now we find ourselves at home a lot more than we used to. And there's always a chance here in Alberta that a further lockdown where we really can't go out even more will come down the pike. So we find ourselves at home a lot more and we're having to make dinner. And we're tired of it. A little bit. Yeah, for sure, I am too. Here's what we're doing in the Meal Planning Like a Champ course or like a boss course. So we're diving into different ideas on ways to think about bringing food to the table, whether it's lunch, dinner, breakfast, who cares? But we are talking about methods to the madness to streamline some of the things that need to be in place so that you can have real food at the table. So we're talking about how to put a dinner idea together with really simple ingredients. Are you the person who's a slave to the recipe? Well, yeah, I provide you with lots of recipes, but part of the skill set we're looking to develop here is for you to be able to pull something out of what has been shoved in the freezer and saving you from having to go pick up that roast chicken because there's nothing else in the fridge. Yet here you are and your freezer has so much stuff in it and it's freezer burn and you stopped taking stuff out of the freezer. So the part of the skill set we're developing with this Meal Planning Like a Boss course is to help you develop that sixth sense when it comes to cooking. What kind of things can you toss together? My super secret sauce is simple. Keep it simple. Keep it simple. That is the secret sauce. A fat, a veg, and a flavor if you want, like butter with green beans and fresh dill. There's a side dish. What? But I wouldn't even know how to cook it, Luca. That's the kind of stuff we go over in that Meal Planning Like a Boss course. Next, we're going to be talking about batch prep ideas as well. And we're going to go over 4 different ways to think about batch prepping. And then you get to choose, are you like batch prepper A, B, C, or D? And could you maybe become somebody who does a little bit of all of these pieces when you have the time? Good idea. Through there, we're also going to talk about the capsule freezer idea. So think of it, right? A capsule wardrobe. You have 8 functional pieces that you can mix and match into 40 different looks. It's the same thing with your batch freezer idea. Your capsule freezer idea is to put together that list of 8 things that freeze like a dream that you can pull out and mix and match. For example, what did I make last week? I can't even remember it because I'm always using my capsule freezer idea. But, for example, I need a quick soup. I defrost some meat stock. As that is defrosting in the pot, I pulled out some, there's 3 of us, so we will pull out 3 servings of the pulled pork I made a couple of weeks ago. I'll put in 3 cubes of pesto, and I'll toss in some of the frozen veg that I've got. There is an easy dinner that honestly will be ready in 20 minutes, only because you have to heat it up from frozen. And combine it all in the pot and give it 2 minutes to warm together to meld the flavors. And then you taste it, and if it still needs more flavor, you add salt. That's all it takes. That's the kind of meal prep we're going to be talking about. And how that batch prep and capsule freezer idea can support you and be a jumping off point. Because here's the secret. Meal planning is a pain in the arse. Let's be honest. I hate it. I'm really going to come out and say, I hate meal planning. But I still have to make dinner. So the meal planning, like a boss course, is to help you build those skills so you can fly from the seat of your pants, or you can build a full meal plan if you'd rather do that. Most of my classes are choose your own adventure type things. You get to choose, are you this or are you this? It's like when you have kids. This was one of the tricks I learned when my daughter was little. You know, instead of saying, what do you want to wear today? Well, a poor little 4-year-old is like, my bathing suit or my princess dress. Because that is what they want to wear every day. If I wear my bathing suit, it means I'm going swimming. I want to go swimming. I'm wearing my bathing suit. Well, it can be the same as a human, right? What do I want for dinner? What do I have? Mac and cheese, that's easy. I'll take out a box. There's nothing wrong with taking out a box of mac and cheese, don't get me wrong. But you can't eat mac and cheese every day. You can't wear your bathing suit every day, kid. So I learned this trick when she was little. Would you like to wear the blue pants or the green pants? I wonder which ones you'll choose. And giving her 2 choices to choose from for that kid who really likes to have choice. But really narrowing it down to 2 choices. And that's the secret to what we're bringing in this meal planning, like a boss group course. So we're giving you these tools so that you can say, I'm like the batch prepper A with the occasional capsule freezer building idea that batch prepper D does. And that's... Each of these batch prep ways are named after women in my family. The capsule freezer is named after me because I came up with the idea. But all of the batch prep ways are really key success pieces. And then for the person who wants, can you please just give me 3 months worth of batch preps done already, Luca? You're going to get that. Yeah, I have blank templates and I have, look, these are examples of meal plans you could do. And there's 3 months worth already done for you. So if you're the person who wants to reinvent the wheel and have a new recipe and try new stuff all the time, you're going to get 3 months of recipes where all of those recipes are on my Pinterest page. If you're the person who's like, just tell me how to do it and I want to try to do some meal planning, give me the blank ones. Oh, look, you're going to get blank ones. If you're like, I don't even know where to start with the blank ones, like what? Then we're going to walk you through ways to make it easy and accessible and do step 1, step 2, step 3, and step 4. And the secret is you'll never have to reinvent the wheel because you just keep using the same ideas. Now, if you're the person who hates doing meal planning like I do, then you go, well, I'm going to try to meal plan, but I'm really actually just going to think out more. I'm going to do chicken one, a beef one, and a fish dinner this week. And I think I might like to do pasta one night. Okay, sounds great. Make sure you have the main ingredients. And then here's how to cook from the seat of your pants. Because it's 5:30 p.m. and you're about to tear your hair out and you're hungry, but you don't want to go pick up that roast chicken. And the box of mac and cheese is starting to lose its luster. So if this is something that sounds like it could be a really good tool to add to your toolkit, I'd love for you to join us. We kick things off already. Registration is open. Join us. First video module comes this Saturday. You've got 4 Saturdays where you'll have about an hour's worth of video every weekend. You can watch it whenever you want. Comes to your inbox at 9 a.m., but watch it when you want. Then on top of that, we have 3 full hours that we're going to sit as a group together online, of course, where we'll get to answer all of the questions and brainstorm some ideas and solutions particular to your own situation. Because I can say on my high horse and say, you need to batch prep, and people who batch prep have their act together, do this and this, goodbye. That's going to work for 1 out of every 2,000 people. Life is real. Life is a schmozzle. Life is wild right now. We need to be able to be adaptive and move with the times. So we've worked that into the program. You guys, I'm on Team U. That's what I'm trying to say. So the entire 6-week course, it's 6 weeks because we're kind of a week in already, but it's really low key kind of work where it's just sharing information every day. Hey, have you thought about this? Oh, hey, look, shiny thing. Oh, hey, do you need some help in thinking how to approach meal planning with the seasons? Here's a really good book. Oh, hey, have you learned about the tools of Pinterest? Here you go. So there's free stuff every day. We started on Monday, but the first video comes this Saturday, so you're not too late. Registration will close on Saturday though. So you have till Saturday. I'm not running this till at least the fall, and maybe not until next January. It's $99. It's $100 for 6 weeks and 3 months worth of meal plans. I dare you to go look somewhere to find 3 months worth of meal plans and 8 hours of instruction for $100. Yeah. And P.S. in those live Q&As, if you're like, yeah, my question is not about meal plans, it's about nutrition. I have this health issue. What's the best food for that? Then I will answer that question. So this is a really nice entry point for anybody who's been struggling, trying to figure out, I would really love to get some nutrition support, but I can't afford the commitment of time for 3 months to work with you, Luca, and I can't afford the price point. This meal plan is the way to get in, and it's the way to get some of those questions answered. And then you get amazing, good stuff out of it. You will get a recipe, actually 2 recipes a module. There's 5 modules in all, I think, and then you'll probably get extra ones when we chat live in our live sessions every week or 2. Yeah, you're gonna get at least 15, if not 20 recipes as you go through this, and 3 months worth of meal plans, and then different ways to think about this in blank sheets for you to make your own meal plans, if that's the route you wanna go, or jumping off points and further recipes if you wanna be the person who cooks from the hip. So, do you need help in getting dinner on the table? If you say yes, hang tight. Do you need new inspiration to keep dinner interesting? Then this is a course for you. Do you really wish you had your act together and could get dinner on the table a little bit easier? If you answered yes to any or all of these questions, you should join us in the Meal Planning Like a Boss group. Registration is up in the link in my profile, so find it there. If you're watching this on YouTube afterwards, I will put it in the comments below. Hit me up with any questions you've got, and let's get you getting dinner on the table like the boss that you are. Thanks for tuning in. Bye.